When a seasoned black surgeon, Dr. Marcus Johnson, faces a racially fueled attack from a patient he saved, he is thrust into an intense legal battle. As accusations of malpractice spread, Marcus is forced to fight not only for his career but for his dignity and identity. With the support of family and colleagues, he faces prejudice head-on, proving his integrity and resilience. Ultimately, Marcus emerges stronger, a beacon for justice, equality, and change. In a world where life and death decisions rest in the hands of those in white coats, Dr. Marcus Williams has earned his place as one of the best. But when a critical patient, blinded by prejudice, demands he be removed from her care, Marcus faces more than just a fight for his reputation. Caught in a storm of hatred and betrayal, he must hold his ground, not just to protect his career but to defend his very identity. Will he emerge unbroken, or will the weight of discrimination crush him in a place he once called safe? Dr. Marcus Johnson, a skilled black surgeon at Mercy Hope Hospital, is finishing his shift when a critically ill patient, Emily White, is rushed in. The emergency room buzzes with urgency as doctors and nurses scramble to stabilize her. Marcus steps in as the lead surgeon, using his expertise to save her life. The surgery is intense, but he remains calm and focused, skillfully addressing every complication that arises. Hours later, Emily is stable, and Marcus breathes a sigh of relief, proud of his team's efforts. As he leaves the operating room, Marcus expects to feel the satisfaction of a job well done. But he senses an unusual tension in the air, a weight he cannot shake. Little does he know that his skills, professionalism, and even his identity will soon be challenged in ways he never expected. Emily White wakes up in her recovery room, groggy but alive. As her vision clears, she sees Dr. Johnson, standing at the foot of her bed, reviewing her chart. Instead of gratitude, her face twists with anger and disgust when she realizes he is her doctor. She demands to speak to a real doctor, convinced that Marcus is somehow responsible for her discomfort and condition. Marcus, unfazed by her tone, maintains his professionalism. He calmly explains her condition and the steps they took to save her life. Emily, however, refuses to listen, throwing accusations and complaints his way. It's clear to Marcus that her anger is not just about her medical condition, but is rooted in something much deeper and uglier. Word of Emily's complaints spreads quickly throughout the hospital, leaving the staff unsettled. Some of Marcus's colleagues express their support, while others maintain a cautious distance, worried about the potential fallout. Marcus shrugs it off, reassuring himself that he did everything by the book. His focus remains on his patients and the demanding work that lies ahead. But Emily's resentment only intensifies. She calls for the hospital administration, demanding action against Marcus. The nurses try to calm her down, but her hostility towards Marcus seems almost personal. Behind her words, Marcus senses something he has encountered before, prejudice masked as concern. In her escalating rage, Emily requests to speak to Dr. Sarah Collins, the hospital director. She insists that Marcus messed up her surgery and demands his removal from her care. Dr. Collins, aware of Marcus's professionalism and outstanding record, is skeptical. She knows him as one of the best surgeons at Mercy Hope, and Emily's accusations seem exaggerated. Still, Dr. Collins agrees to hear her out, hoping to ease her concerns. But as Emily lists her grievances, it becomes clear that her issues with Marcus go beyond his medical treatment. Dr. Collins realizes that she's facing a case fueled by prejudice, leaving her torn between supporting Marcus and addressing Emily's complaints. Marcus faces increasing scrutiny as Emily's accusations gain traction. Some hospital administrators urge him to apologize or step back to defuse the situation. But Marcus, confident in his work and integrity, refuses to concede to demands rooted in prejudice. He's aware that backing down would set a dangerous precedent, not only for himself but for other professionals facing similar challenges. Emily's complaints continue, and her anger grows more intense with each passing day. Despite the mounting tension, Marcus stands firm, determined to continue his work with the same dedication and professionalism. However, he is beginning to realize the toll this situation is taking on him emotionally. Emily, unsatisfied with the hospital's response, decides to take matters into her own hands. She threatens to sue Marcus, claiming negligence and mistreatment. Her words sting, not because they hold any truth, but because of the underlying hatred they carry. Marcus knows that her accusations are unfounded, but the threat of a lawsuit sends shockwaves through the hospital staff. Marcus's friends and colleagues rally around him, offering their support. They remind him of his achievements and the lives he has saved. But despite their encouragement, Marcus feels a growing sense of isolation, knowing that he's about to face a battle not based on facts, but on deeply ingrained prejudice. Dr. Collins, recognizing the unfairness of the situation, gathers a group of staff members who have worked closely with Marcus. Together, they discuss how best to support him in what seems like an impending legal battle. The nurses and doctors share stories of Marcus's professionalism, kindness, and dedication to his patients. They know that he is an invaluable asset to Mercy Hope Hospital. Encouraged by their support, Marcus steels himself for what lies ahead. He realizes that, despite the challenge, he has allies who believe in him and are willing to stand by his side. However, the looming lawsuit casts a shadow over everything, reminding him of the roadblocks people like him often face in their careers. Marcus meets with a lawyer to discuss the potential lawsuit. The lawyer assures him that he has a strong case and that Emily's accusations are baseless. However, the lawyer warns Marcus that cases like these can be unpredictable, especially when fueled by personal bias. Marcus feels a surge of frustration but remains calm, determined to fight the accusations with the truth. He spends hours gathering records, documenting his work on Emily's case, and preparing for any possible outcome. The process is exhausting, but Marcus knows that his reputation and career are at stake. He's determined to defend his name and prove that he did nothing wrong. Word of Emily's accusations reaches the local media, and soon reporters are showing up at the hospital, hoping to get a statement from Marcus. Dr. Collins advises him to avoid speaking to the press, as it could complicate the legal process. Marcus agrees, though he feels the weight of public opinion starting to build against him. Emily, however, is more than willing to share her side of the story, painting herself as a victim. She describes Marcus as an incompetent doctor, stirring up sympathy and adding fuel to the fire. Marcus is frustrated, but knows that the truth will prevail if he remains patient and focused. Marcus's parents, who have always been proud of his accomplishments, visit him at the hospital. They express their concern, offering love and support during this difficult time. His mother reminds him of the challenges he overcame to become a doctor and reassures him that he will get through this as well. Their visit lifts Marcus's spirits, reminding him of his purpose and strength. Although the lawsuit still looms, Marcus feels a renewed sense of determination. He knows he has to fight, not only for himself but for his family and the values they instilled in him. Dr. Collins meets with the hospital's legal team to discuss the case and explore ways to protect Marcus's career. She is firm in her stance, insisting that Mercy Hope will support him throughout this ordeal. The legal team begins building a defense, focusing on Marcus's exemplary record and the baselessness of Emily's claims. This meeting gives Marcus a small glimmer of hope. He realizes that he is not alone in this fight and that there are people willing to stand up for him. Though the path ahead is uncertain, he feels a sense of gratitude for those who believe in his integrity. As he prepares for the legal battle, Marcus reflects on his journey to becoming a doctor. He recalls the long nights, grueling exams, and sacrifices he made to get to where he is today. He remembers the subtle biases he faced in medical school and the times he was questioned or doubted because of his race. The memories are painful, but they also serve as a reminder of his resilience. Marcus knows that he has overcome prejudice before and that he has the strength to face it again. This lawsuit is just another obstacle on his path, one he is determined to overcome with dignity. In the days leading up to the lawsuit, Marcus becomes quieter and more introspective. He spends his evenings alone, gathering his thoughts and mentally preparing for the fight. His friends and family notice the change, but they understand that he needs this time to process. Marcus's resolve grows stronger as he contemplates the values he stands for: integrity, empathy, and justice. He reminds himself that he is not only fighting for himself, but for others who face similar struggles. With this quiet resolve, he steps into the next phase of his battle, ready for whatever comes his way. The first day of the court proceedings is tense. Marcus walks into the courtroom with Dr. Collins and his lawyer by his side. Across the room, Emily sits with her lawyer, wearing an expression of smug satisfaction. Marcus tries to ignore her gaze, focusing on the support he feels from those around him. The proceedings begin with Emily's lawyer presenting her accusations, painting Marcus as negligent and unfit. Marcus listens in silence, his face calm but his heart heavy. He knows that this is only the beginning of a long, difficult journey, but he is prepared to face it head-on. Throughout the trial, Marcus remains composed, even as Emily's lawyer attempts to discredit him. The cross-examinations are grueling, with every detail of Marcus's work being scrutinized. Emily's lawyer tries to twist Marcus's words, hoping to catch him off guard or make him falter. But Marcus refuses to be shaken. He answers each question with clarity and confidence, determined not to let his emotions betray him. His patience and professionalism shine through, reminding everyone in the courtroom of his dedication to his work. After days of accusations, it's finally Marcus's lawyer's turn to present their defense. They methodically dismantle each of Emily's claims, presenting evidence of Marcus's exceptional care during her surgery and recovery. They call on medical experts and staff members to testify to Marcus's skills and professionalism, painting a true picture of his character and commitment. The defense's arguments reveal the baselessness of Emily's accusations, showing that her complaints are rooted in bias rather than fact. Marcus listens with a mixture of relief and pride, feeling validated as his character is defended in front of everyone. A few nurses who worked alongside Marcus during Emily's treatment take the stand, offering honest and heartfelt testimony. They recount how Marcus handled the surgery with precision and care, providing details of his thorough approach and calm demeanor. Their words reflect the admiration and respect they have for him, highlighting his dedication to his patients. Their support means the world to Marcus, and he feels a renewed sense of gratitude for his colleagues. As he watches each nurse speak up for him, he feels bolstered, reminded that he is not alone in this fight. Emily's lawyer, realizing that the defense is strong, tries to undermine the credibility of Marcus's supporters. They question the loyalty of the nurses, implying that they may be biased in his favor. The tone grows tense as the lawyer attempts to plant doubt in the minds of the court, suggesting that the hospital is covering for Marcus to avoid scandal. Marcus feels a surge of frustration, but maintains his composure. He knows that they're grasping at straws, trying to salvage a weak case. His determination to see this through only grows stronger, knowing that the truth is on his side. Finally, it's Marcus's turn to testify. Standing before the court, he speaks with quiet confidence, recounting his experience with Emily's surgery and her recovery. He describes the steps he took, the decisions he made, and the professionalism he maintained despite Emily's hostility. His calm, precise answers leave little room for doubt, showcasing his dedication to his profession. As he speaks, Marcus reflects on how much he has sacrificed to be here, to stand as a black doctor in a field that hasn't always welcomed him. His words resonate with everyone in the courtroom, revealing his resilience and strength. Emily's lawyer attempts to rattle Marcus with aggressive questioning, bringing up past cases and incidents that might cast him in a negative light. They try to make him slip up, hoping to find any weakness in his answers. But Marcus remains unflappable, answering each question with honesty and precision. The lawyer's attempts to undermine him only highlight Marcus's integrity. His calm responses demonstrate his unwavering commitment to the truth, impressing both the judge and jury. It becomes clear that Emily's case is built on nothing but malice and prejudice. Outside the courtroom, word of Marcus's case spreads through the community. People from all walks of life, patients he's treated, colleagues and even strangers, begin to show their support. Cards, letters and messages of encouragement pour in, reminding Marcus that he has touched countless lives with his work. This outpouring of support strengthens Marcus's resolve. He realizes that while Emily is vocal in her hatred, the people who truly know him are vocal in their admiration. He feels a renewed sense of purpose, knowing that his work has made a difference. As the trial continues, the defense subtly reveals the racial undertones of Emily's accusations. Without directly confronting her prejudice, they present questions and evidence that highlight her deep-seated biases. The subtle approach exposes her motivations, allowing the jury to see the case for what it truly is, a vendetta fueled by bigotry rather than truth. Emily becomes visibly uncomfortable as her biases are laid bare. She shifts in her seat, realizing that her narrative is unraveling. The courtroom is silent as the weight of her actions begins to settle on everyone present. The trial nears its end, and the tension is palpable. Marcus and his team await the closing arguments, knowing that this is the moment that could define his career. Despite his calm demeanor, Marcus feels the weight of every word, every look, and every whisper. He knows that this case is more than just about him, it's about fighting prejudice and standing up for what's right. He sits quietly, drawing strength from his own journey, from his family's sacrifices, and from the countless people who have supported him. Win or lose, he knows he's done everything he can to show the truth. Both sides present their closing arguments. Emily's lawyer paints her as a victim, insisting that Marcus's treatment was negligent. They appeal to the emotions of the jury, trying to overshadow the lack of evidence with sympathy for Emily. But Marcus's lawyer counters with a powerful argument, emphasizing the facts and the testimonies that have revealed Marcus's integrity and skill. As Marcus listens, he feels a sense of closure. His team has fought hard, and he knows they've shown the court who he truly is. Now all that's left is to wait. The jury retires to deliberate, leaving Marcus and his team in a tense state of anticipation. Hours pass, each minute feeling longer than the last. Marcus tries to keep calm, reminding himself that he's done everything he can to defend his name. As the waiting continues, he reflects on his journey, realizing how far he's come and how much he's had to endure. Regardless of the outcome, he knows that he has proven himself, not just to others but to himself. Finally, the jury returns with a verdict. The courtroom falls silent as the judge reads the decision. Marcus's heart pounds as he waits, his future hanging in the balance. When the word, "not guilty," are spoken, a wave of relief washes over him. The lawsuit is dismissed, and his name is cleared. Tears of relief fill his eyes as he realizes that the nightmare is over. He has won, not only the case but also a battle against prejudice. His colleagues congratulate him, sharing in his victory. Yet Marcus knows that this fight has left him changed. Despite the victory, Marcus feels a lingering emptiness. The scars of Emily's accusations and the emotional toll of the trial have left a lasting impact. He knows that he won the case, but the pain of facing such deep-seated hatred lingers. As he returns to work, he feels a mix of relief and sadness, knowing that this will not be the last time he encounters prejudice. But he is determined to move forward, carrying the lessons he's learnt and the strength he's gained. In the days following the trial, Marcus takes time to heal and reflect. He speaks with a therapist, discussing the impact of the lawsuit and the weight of the prejudice he faced. These sessions help him process his emotions and begin to heal the wounds left by the ordeal. Marcus realizes that his journey has made him stronger. The trial was a harsh reminder of the realities he faces as a black professional, but it has also reaffirmed his commitment to his work and his community. Marcus spends time with his family, finding comfort in their presence. His parents remind him of the values they instilled in him: integrity, resilience, and compassion. Their unwavering support renews his spirit, helping him see the positive impact he has made in the world. He realizes that his family's love has been his foundation, giving him the strength to endure challenges. With their support, he feels ready to continue his work with a renewed sense of purpose. Returning to Mercy Hope Hospital, Marcus is greeted warmly by his colleagues. They express their admiration for his courage and resilience, celebrating his return. The staff's genuine welcome reminds him that he is valued and respected, and that his work has made a difference in their lives as well. Marcus feels a sense of belonging, grateful for the community he has built at the hospital. Despite the challenges he faced, he knows that this is where he is meant to be. As Marcus resumes his duties, he finds himself carrying a newfound strength. The experience has changed him, but it has also solidified his resolve to continue his work with integrity. He realizes that, while prejudice may never fully disappear, he has the power to rise above it and to inspire others to do the same. His quiet strength becomes a source of inspiration for those around him as he continues to serve his patients with the same dedication and compassion he has always shown. Marcus's victory and resilience inspire those around him, not just at Mercy Hope Hospital but within the broader medical community. Word spreads about the case and how Marcus stood his ground, facing both professional and personal attacks with grace. Younger Black doctors and medical students begin reaching out to him, seeking advice on navigating a profession where they often feel marginalized. Marcus finds fulfillment in these interactions, realizing that he can make a difference beyond the operating room. He understands that his story has become a beacon of hope, encouraging others to stay true to themselves in the face of adversity. Seeing the need for a stronger support system, Marcus collaborates with other Black medical professionals to create a mentorship network within Mercy Hope and beyond. This initiative brings together doctors, nurses, and students who face similar challenges, providing them with guidance, encouragement, and resources. Through these efforts, Marcus sees firsthand the importance of community and solidarity. He feels a renewed sense of purpose, knowing that he is helping to build a future where young professionals won't have to face the struggles he endured alone. As Marcus continues his work at Mercy Hope, he forms deeper bonds with colleagues who supported him through his trials. These friendships bring him a sense of belonging and remind him that, despite the pain he faced, he is surrounded by people who respect and value him for who he is. These friendships offer Marcus a safe space to discuss his experiences openly, to laugh, and to heal. Through them, he rediscovers the joy of camaraderie, finding comfort in their shared commitment to making Mercy Hope a place where everyone feels valued. One day, Marcus treats a young Black girl named Kayla, who dreams of becoming a doctor. As he cares for her, he notices her keen interest in his work and takes the time to answer her many questions about medicine. Kayla's enthusiasm reminds him of his younger self, and he realizes the impact he can have on future generations. Before she leaves, Marcus gives Kayla a notebook, encouraging her to write down her dreams and goals. This small gesture reinforces his commitment to inspiring young minds, knowing that his influence may help shape the next generation of doctors. Despite his recent victory, Marcus encounters new instances of subtle prejudice in his work, whether from patients who are hesitant to trust him or from colleagues who make offhand comments. But unlike before, he now has a community of supporters and allies who remind him of his worth. Each encounter strengthens Marcus's resilience, teaching him that growth often comes from confronting challenges head-on. While he knows that prejudice will never completely vanish, he is confident that he has the strength and support to rise above it every time. Marcus is invited to speak at a medical conference, where he shares his journey and the challenges he's faced as a Black doctor. His speech is met with a standing ovation, and he realizes the importance of his voice in the medical community. Colleagues from different backgrounds express their admiration, acknowledging the courage it took to speak openly about racial bias in the field. This experience solidifies Marcus's understanding of his value, not only as a surgeon but as a role model and advocate. He feels a renewed sense of pride, knowing that he is making a difference in ways he never imagined. Marcus takes on a few men within the hospital, guiding them through the complexities of medicine and offering advice on handling challenges in the profession. He shares his own experiences, encouraging them to be resilient and true to themselves. Watching his men grow and succeed brings him a deep sense of satisfaction. Through mentorship, Marcus finds healing, as it allows him to transform his pain into a source of strength for others. His men, inspired by his story, carry forward his values of integrity, resilience, and compassion. Months after the lawsuit, Marcus receives a letter from Emily. In it, she acknowledges the harm she caused and expresses regret for her actions, though she stops short of a full apology. While her words do not erase the past, Marcus feels a sense of closure. He realizes that he no longer holds any anger towards her, having found peace within himself. Emily's letter reminds him of how far he has come and reinforces his commitment to breaking down barriers. He is grateful for the strength he has gained and is ready to move forward without lingering resentment. As Marcus stands in the hospital one evening, watching the bustling energy of Mercy Hope, he reflects on his journey. The prejudice he faced, the lawsuit, the emotional scars, it has all shaped him into the man he is today. He knows that his work is far from over, but he is at peace, standing tall with a renewed purpose. He has found his place, not only as a doctor but as a leader and advocate. With each patient he treats, each mentee he guides, and each story he shares, Marcus is building a legacy rooted in strength, compassion, and resilience. As he walks through the hospital corridors, he knows that he is exactly where he is meant to be, ready to face whatever challenges come his way with grace and resolve. As Marcus steps through the bustling corridors of Mercy Hope, he knows the storm has left scars, but it's also revealed his strength, his resilience, and his purpose. The fight for respect wasn't just for him, it was for everyone who walks the same path with quiet determination. He's now more than just a skilled surgeon, he's a beacon for change, a mentor, and a force against injustice. His journey stands as a testament to all who battle unseen battles, that courage and integrity are the most potent shields. And as Marcus moves forward, he knows he carries not only his dreams but the dreams of many who will follow in his footsteps, ready to stand tall in the face of adversity.